to you. So come on, Nick Woltemade. Is this over-egging the pudding? Is he already a bit, Paul, of a cult hero at St James's?
Well, put it this way, he's got, 4 goals in 5 games. He's got absolutely hair that I'd die for. And, yeah, at the end of the day, after the match, he refused to swap shirts with Troy Hume and Dan Ballard. So he's already pretty much on his way to being a Newcastle United legend already. But
Paul,
it's been a
Paul,
fantastic
surely
start.
you won't have to die for that hair. There must be Woltemade wigs knocking about outside St James's already.
Well, there should be. There ought to be. There's probably one that will be in the club shop very, very shortly. Everything else these days.
Well, what do you make of Bayern Munich, basically laughing at you and saying you're idiots? They called you idiots, Paul, for paying £69 million for him.
I'd turn it back on them, to be honest. I'd say that they're the idiots for not paying the £69 million. They offered £50 million. At the end of the day, we had a huge need, at the time. And the way that they've gone on since missing out on him, to be honest, tells me a little bit that they do regret not getting the deal done. I mean, the way that they've had Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Philip Lahm going on about him constantly, calling us idiots, calling us this, calling us that. I mean, it's been like they've been Mackhams or something like that. The way that they've gone on about it and the obsession that they've had with Newcastle United and our striker, it's little bit Sunderland-esque, I think.
Paul, I put it down to regret. They're looking at it now as thinking, we should have paid the money. So I'm with you on that. I feel like now I see him playing, and with the delivery that Kieran Trippier has, Jacob Murphy, the likes of can put balls in like that's going to get the best out of him, and he plays in that certain way. You can't get away from Isak left that big hole, right? It was going to happen, but he's on the way to fill in that void quite easily for you. But if Newcastle continue to play in the way, that gets the best out of him, and I think Eddie Howe's the right man to do that.
Yeah, totally, Nutley. I mean, he's just been absolutely a breath of fresh air. He's come in with the right attitude. He's worked hard. He said the right things. It's just been a relief to be able to move on from the entire Alexander Isak circus, to be honest. And to be honest, in many ways, I think he's actually better. There is ways he needs to improve, obviously, to sort of level up to what Isak would be, but his hold-up play has been fantastic. The way he's attacked balls that's been crossed in has been brilliant. He's great with his feet as well, hold-up play, despite what some are saying on social media. He's been absolutely fantastic for Newcastle United.
Better than Isak already. I mean, that's
in some ways,
that's incredible. Bearing in mind, what is he, 22 years old? The potential that he's got.
Yeah, at the end of the day, what I was saying, in some ways, that he is better with his hold-up play, attacking the crosses. Obviously, Isak's a fantastic shot producer. He'll take on shots from all sorts of angles and positions and stuff, and he scored a whole variety of goals for us. But early days, but the signs are definitely there and encouraging. There are some areas of Nick Woltemade's game which are better already than Isak's. And with Eddie Howe coaching him and developing him, the sky's the limit at the end of the day. I think that
there'll be some Geordies watching, Paul, that would want you to put £1 in the jar every time you say the old number 9's name. I thought you couldn't even mention his name.
Yeah, he's not really mentioned in my house very much, I'll tell you that. What he did...
Paul, are you secretly enjoying the fact that he's struggling a little bit to get going at Liverpool?
Oh, definitely. Last night, social media, Magpie 24/7, I was all over it and enjoying every single second. Obviously, I was striking Nick Woltemade. He scored. He got his team the victory. Sweden, because of one man's selfish actions, are struggling. Bottom of the group, Jon Dahl Tomasson and what he said over the summer about him and about us and stuff like that. It's all just coming home to roost. As a Newcastle United fan, it's just really, really, hilarious, to be honest.
What's that noise? Is that you? Is that you, Charlie?
No,
it's like Christmas starting early. I mean, also, I'm just thinking, we haven't even seen Johan Wissa, who does have the number 9 on the back of his shirt at St James. I haven't seen him yet. So, imagine, Paul, you throw Wissa in, and just the service. I've just written down some names just off the top of my head. Ramsey, Gordon, Murphy, Elanga, and then, throw Wissa into that as well. This guy is going to score a lot of goals. So my question to you, Paul, is, and I think I know the answer from you, but I'm going to ask Charlie as well. But Paul, you first. Who is going to score more goals this season? Alexander Isak, whisper his name quietly in your house, or Nick Woltemade?
Well, he's already got a fantastic head start, hasn't he? He's got 5 goals, 4 in 5. He's in form. Isak, on the other hand, looks totally and utterly a shell of the player. He's gone from a world beater to looking a bit like Franny Jeffers, back in the day, that sort of thing. It's that big of a drop off. Woltemade's playing week in, week out in a good side that will get better and have players to come back, especially the likes of Hall and Livramento. You fail to add into that one as well, and they're great attacking wise to be able to produce crosses and stuff like that. Isak will be looking to get a start for Liverpool with the way that Hugo Ekitike has started. I agree with what was said earlier. He should be starting. He's the informed player at the end of the day. I'd be playing him over Isak.
Paul, just on that, I know Johan Wissaert hasn't played. Are you excited for him to get back and playing? And are them two going to link up together?
He can do. I mean, that's the thing with Woltemade. He can offer you a number 10. He's played the false 9. He can play as the focal point. He can play behind Vissers. So there's the chance of being able to play 2 up top. Eddie Howe, historically, normally doesn't like to do that, even when he's had, him who shouldn't be mentioned, and Wilson didn't really like having to play them 2 up top.
Them two are different, though, Paul.
They're much different. But again, I think squad rotation-wise, that's going to be a huge thing. As we get into the busy sort of festive schedule, we need Visser back. Asula, I'm not 100% convinced about, if I'm being honest. So not long to go now. Hopefully, touch wood, we'll have Visser back and we'll be able to rotate and see lots of Newcastle United goals. That'll be
Charlie, stop beating around the bush. Look down that camera. You tell Paul, you tell the Liverpool fans watching as well, because I think you're going Isak, aren't you? Who scores more goals? I mean, Isak got 32 for club and country last season. Was it 23, I think, in the Premier League? This season, is Woltemade outscoring Isak in the Premier League?
Like Paul said, he has got a head start. But my worry is with Alexander Isak, when is he going to start? Because of the way he acted in the summer to then, it's obviously he's paying. Yes, he got his big money move to Liverpool, yes.
Someone of that talent needs 2 seconds to get started, don't they?
Yeah, but you can say that, but you still need to be fit. He's got all the quality around him, but if he's half a yard off it and he's not getting there, then his timing's all off. He's not going to be able to. So for me at the moment, the worrying sign is that Nick Woltemade is going to score more goals than Alexander Isak.
The thing is, I just jump in there, because the thing is, at Newcastle United, the machinery, the system, the setup was all built around Isak to score goal.
And I think I'm with you, Paul.
It's like buying an iPad and not buying the charger. Liverpool have tried to slot him into their system, and they've got an embarrassment of riches going forward. So, he is always going to score probably more goals at Newcastle United than what he would with Liverpool.
Paul, this is really going to hurt when Liverpool come and steal Woltemade next summer, isn't it?
Oh, not a chance, not a chance. Not having that again.
Why not? It's happened before.
How many can you have? You can only have so many in the squad and so many on the bench. So, yeah, they've got theirs.
I'm with you, Paul. I am with you. That's what people are forgetting. The team was built for Alexander Isak when it at Newcastle. And at Liverpool, there's so many qualities there all around the pitch.
Paul, good call. And look, when you do get one of those Woltemade wigs, will you come and speak to us on Sky Sports FC?
Oh, I think I'd suit it. Yes, no problem.
Love it.
Anytime.
Thank you very much, Paul. There we go. Right, next, we are going to be talking about strike.